Welcome back to my tutorial, everyone. So, now that you have Screw Attack, and assuming you have Bombing Haste at this point, if you don't, you can get it right here, or you can get it in Catarus, either or. So, if you do this, alright, I'll show the speed keep and how it should be done, because it kind of will make sense for the room. So, assuming you already clipped the wall, kind of do that. Then wall kick here, wall kick, wall kick, wall kick, wall kick. Shoot open the door, jump, and then water ledge grab, jump in the opposite direction, then use the Screw Attack to kill it. Then you go forward, aim at the blob, spam it, and then jump. And you can jump to check to see if you have Bombing Haste. This is useful because you can figure out when you have it or not. So obviously go to Catarus. Okay, now that we're in Catarus, go to the right and slide through the hole. Lay some bombs. After you lay some bombs, unmorph, jump, and jump again and grabbing that ledge. Kind of like this. Lay a bomb, unmorph, ledge hop again, ledge hop, spam the blob, then flash shift and then grapple on an angle. If that's a bit advanced for you, here's what to do. You do 2 flashes and then grapple up. Then you flash shift through. Then you roll through the hole and get on the orange TP. Here's why we're going to orange. Normally the game expects you to have the quiet room after speed booster, but we're instead sequence breaking and we're ignoring all of that. So go to Gavaran, go to orange. We need to discuss a few things. First and foremost, you do not want to lose skew here, because fun fact, there's no space to get it back. If you lose skew, go back to Catarus to get it back. You do not want to, but if you need to, go back to Catarus to get it. Because there's a spot by the red TP that you can sink, and the floor below the red on the surface, the roof of the red TP is where you get skew. So flash shift here, slide, shoot an angle, and then go to the right and grab the missile pack. Stay morphed so you don't risk losing skew. Then shoot the block, slide, shoot again. The block, morph, go through the holes, shoot, slide, bomb, jump, go through the hole, bomb, slide here, slide. Alright, so then, here's what you do. You get a back-facing skew like this, or a front-facing skew like that. I personally prefer back-facing skew timings. Here's what you can do. You can all I'm just going to say is just get a back-facing skew. Oh, goody, I got a Hobbit skew. This is not really relevant, but so what a Hobbit skew is where the game lags and you're shooting your beams, all your beams to the right or the left, and then you can move slowly and walk in place and clip through a wall. It's not relevant because none of the setups I will be discussing here require a Hobbit skew. So back here, you'll want to get a back-facing skew, run like this, store, and then ball spark to grab the missile. There's a really cool strat that wall jumps, but I don't know it very well. If you don't want to do that, you fall through a hole and then get Bombing Haste skew to charge. Press up to spark, and then you'll be up there. That's what you don't do. I'll at least show it again. Press up and then B to up spark. Here's what you could also do. If you don't want to melee the eye door, you can instead shine spark it, like that. Alright, I'm going to discuss the mini tornado door clip. Flash here. So do 2 flashes from there, then there, and then crouch. So I'll discuss mini tornadoes again. Crouch, hold the stick, and then rotate it. And then after you do that, you get a back-facing skew like this. See how she's tooting her beams like this towards the door? Then line yourself up with the door. Then walk away from the door for like 2 seconds, then walk towards it. Then do 2 dash melees, 1 cloak melee, which is when you melee and then cloak at the last possible second to get the full clip distance. Or you can do 7 dash melees like this. Or, so, and then I'll teach you a very important method called the unskew and grapple method. So you get the mini tornadoes like this, right? That might still work. That will still work. So to unskew and grapple, you first press aim, and then you press unaim. You press aim up and right. You rotate the stick actually half. Press X. Oh dear, I didn't know that could happen. Alright, we get to show it again. She show how it's done fast, and then I'll kind of break it down. That's what happens when you die. You go back here. Flash shift. Well, that's what happens when you go through terrain. Because that's one of the things to avoid. Because if you fire the grapple beam too early, if you fire too, or you can get a front-facing skew to get up this tower instead. Then do the same thing before. Because when you have a front-facing skew, I forgot to explain something. You always, because if you have a back, you go the opposite direction of a front-facing skew, which is right. So when you have a back one, you go left. Then if you want to run, then maintain speed, you press slide and then unmorph, and then you run forward. Then, okay. So if you fail to get the perfect skew, this trick has a ton of leniency. Because if you fail, if you jump and then get a wrong frame, just unmorph and do the mini tornadoes again. So I have the setup right here. I need to run against it for longer. So, you run against it like this. You dash melee, and then... So, when you're unskewing, like when you have a perfect skew, you press melee and then walk through the door. So let's practice the motions for the Galzuna wall clip door. So when you're trying to unskew, like let's say when you have a back-facing skew and you're running against it and you're already clipped far enough, what you do... So when you're clipping, I want to show the right motions here. You're walking along it, right? Then once you get far enough, what you do in a back-facing skew, you kind of, so I'll try to explain this well. You kind of press up and then rotate the stick 180 degrees. Then you press X and Y as one motion. X and Y. So that way you can buffer grapple and melee through the door. And that's how you door clip. The reason we press X and B, X and Y is because we can buffer melee and grapple, and that will help us avoid the out-of-bounds collision detection with doors. And then you can also, what I would also do is hold ZL during the entire time you do the clip. Then once you are out of here, you do one flash and then emitter morph while doing a spin jump. Then flash shift 3 times, flash shift 3 more times. Congratulations, you just also skipped Golzuna, by the way. The reason we do that door clip is so that way, if you go into the arena normally, let me explain this really quick. If you go down where the map marker is, like right here, Golzuna does not spawn because the X aren't there. And because Golzuna is a multi-X boss, multi-phase boss, he will not spawn, and the door to go through here is locked until you go to Elon, which by the way, we're not going at all. Instead, because it's faster to clip through this door, we just do that instead. There's a shine sync, but it's significantly slower. The door clip is faster, right? Now that I've covered unskew and grapple, which we'll be using in this run. So, Hanubia. Welcome to Hanubia. What you do here is, first and foremost, we're going to Hanubia, right? We're going to actually then, yeah, let me get my words straight. So you're chilling on this elevator, right? Alright. In Hanubia, there's one minor optimization I'm going to cover. There's one optional shine sync. If you don't want to do this, don't go for it. If you want to, you can save a couple seconds, either or. My preference, you can aim down clip or shine sync. This is actually the first spot I'll cover aim down clipping in. So you just shoot open the door and kill him and speed charge it first. And then after killing the zombie dude, you store, and then you do something called a shine sync clip. In this case, we're actually going to do something called an aim down clip. You can do a one tile sync if that's what you want, but for the most part, I'll teach it. So, to review, you hold A like right here, and then you press ZL like that. And all while you have a shine spark charged, what you do is then you press free aim to move, and then you press free aim and then down and grapple. I'll show you how an aim down clip is done. So again, she's not doing it well. Like that. So what you do is, first and foremost, you charge a shine spark like this. Then you flash slide like this. And then what you do is press free aim and then press down and right. So what I like to do for the aim down clip, let's kill him because he's annoying. What I like to do is press down, just focus on pressing down, because what can happen is she can do this, and then you press down, and then she hits this, and then you die. Wait, delay, just focus on pressing down and Y. That's all you do. You just focus on pressing down, because that will allow you to go through the floor. Just do that, and then you will sync. You will get it every time. So after you do that sync, you pull open the grapple block, and then you roll through the hole. Then you jump, break the screw attack block, and then kill him with 2 screw attacks. I'll review this again, even though we've gone over it. So, DT, double turnaround slide, or DT slides as the community likes to call it. We're actually going to use this to pull a grapple block. So to start, slide, and then turn around. Just practice those motions. Slide and then turn around. And as soon as you do that, press Y, and then break the grapple block as normal. Then stay morph so you don't lose skew. Then kill him with screw attack, flash here, and then you kill the door guardian with screw attack. And then, welcome to Ferenia. Now that we're going to Frenia, I'll discuss how to handle Frenia without Plasma or Gravity Suit. This is probably going to be one of the hardest parts to tackle of the run because you're supposed to have these upgrades. You're supposed to also have Ice Missiles here. We're ignoring that. This route we're doing will skip missile upgrades and Diffusion Beam. Because what's Diffusion Beam, honestly? Anyway, you're about to go through Cold Room, but I promise you, it's fairly easy. You can go through the Cold Room without no fear of death. So do one flash here, respin, then kill him, then start charging a speed. Then spin here, flash, then respin here. Crap, I lost you. That's okay. Then store charge here. If you failed that, just quick charge the door. Then speed charge here. Or you can do that. Actually, what I want to do is that, and then ledge hop here. Then start charging a speed here. Store the speed. Then we're going to do another aim down clip. Flash slide towards here like that on a 3-tile spacing, or if you want a 5-tile spacing, like this. Like that. That is the 5-tile spacing. I prefer 3. Like that. Then then once you tap B to sync, you then press aim, and then you press down, like this. And then she will face through the floor like it's nobody's business. Then let's show all the pieces. Why is she not charging speed? If you fail, you can always charge speed from here. There's plenty of room. That's how you aim down clip through here. The reason we go here is that we can grab this power-up called Space Jump. I'm sure you know what it is if you played this game. Then shoot the beam, and then do 2 flashes to grab the item. Congratulations, you have Space Jump. Now that you have Space Jump, I'll teach you how to exit through this room. Then do 1 flash here, slide, and then stay morph if you're doing item tutorial skip. And then respin here, and then space jump. Then unmorph. Then you want, sorry, I was spacing out. Sorry. Then you want to fire grapple here. Then to do 2 jumps on the magnet. Then then destroy the blob. Then do 2 space jumps and then kill the guy with screw attack. Then do 3 flash out of the room, spin fall, and then break the blocks. Then flash here, 3 flashes here, dash melee here. Alright. Before I go how to do this room in a speed run, I want to note some things. If you want, you can get Bomby Haste back here. You can also get it right here, or right here on this platform, depending on what method you like or the spacing. It's really up to you. I'll show you what you can do if you lost Bomby Hay, which is a likely chance. So stand here, and the HUD that I have right now is recommended for beginners. Cool, so I have Bomby Hay. What you do is then backflash like that, and then morph, and then you kind of want to unmorph here. Dash melee here. Or if you want, you can do what do I want to describe? Do 2 flashes here instead and want to get Bomby Haste in a different place. And then what you want to do is speed charge, store, jump, and then midair spark. To do that, then your throw. Then we want to walk and then fire the grapple. And then fire grapple and then let go. If you fail, just grab on the magnets. Then aim towards it, Then do one flash here, and then stop with the robot. Then flash and exit the Emmy zone door. Something to note, the Emmy is not present. We never visited Quiet Robe, and the Emmy is not spawned, and we never visited Elon, so you don't have to ever worry about the Emmy. Just go and ignore it. Flash towards the room. Do a space jump and then mid-air morph here. Which is just do that and then press ZL in midair. That's all you do. Then lay a bomb, let the bomb go, unmorph, and then flash, and then space jump, so that way you can kill these with screw attack. Then as soon as you're in the Emmy zone, flash and then morph, just as those one motions. Then you'll want to space jump past this room, like this. Also, one thing, you can charge speed right here to get skew off this platform. I'll show you how that's done. Hopefully this doesn't take too long. I only use this room if you want to get skew here. Other than that, there's no need. Why is she not getting it? Come on. There, she has it now. So, now that you have Bomb Haste skew again, you do 2 flashes in this door, then you do 1 more flash. Alright, there is a couple variations for this setup. I will teach the one I know, and then the one you can do. So first, you can either get a front or back-facing skew. Then if you get the back-facing skew, flip Samus, and then try to have her foot foot towards her arm cannon, like where I'm at right now. Because this will set you up the positioning for this wall clip. Then you'll want to hold up, fire grapple, so that way you can get a clip angle. Because magnets in this game will give you a clip angle with instant. Then you'll want to, then after that, you want to, dash melee in the opposite direction. Do this 7 times. Then while holding ZL, charge a speed boost. Then do the unskew and grapple motion. That's how you do the door clip. I'll show you the other variation if you feel more comfortable with this. This involves jumping with the magnet. If you do not like that, use my setup. I like it because you can just get on the spot. Jump like that, and then flip Samus. Because see, now if you... Yeah. You do that, and then you jump and do that. I haven't really done it this way, but I've at least seen it. Anyway, that's not really the setup I prefer. Like that. That's... You kind of, for the pull-up setup without, like, being here and then pulling you up, like, on the ledge, what you do is stand here. Because then you'll speed boost like this. Kind of Yeah, anyway, that's kind of how you do the setup. So you can kind of... There's one other thing you can do. You can check to see how far in the door. The little caret on our helmet indicates how far you are in the door. If you get more than halfway to the door, you will die. So to get this setup, you need to first of all clip far enough through the door. And that's kind of the gist of the fast setup. There's one slow setup that I could share. You don't really have to time your magnet shots to do this. So you either get a back or front facing skew like before. You then press up to get a clip angle like that. But it's really slow and it's probably at least 40 seconds slower. I do not recommend this setup as you can get trolled with the clip distance. You stand right here, right? Or you can do a bunch of stores. You can do that. And you can make it through. Anyway, it's just, you can either use the map to determine how far you are clipped, or you can do the fast setup like I did, where you just, I'll show it one more time, and then we're going to discuss gravity suit skip after that. And then I'm most likely to finish my tutorial. So anyway, that's all I really have for Storm Missile Skip. This clip is easy. It has no luck. You can nail it with this with really good consistency. So again, for the fast setup, you do 7 dash melees holding in the opposite direction of the door. And then you do a speed charge. And the best part, why I like this setup so much, is because you do not have to look at the map and you will always know how far you clipped in. So assuming you have skew here, you do you just keep space jumping up this, then mid-air morph, jump through the hole, then go down. This is the scary part, but I promise you, you can get through it. Then ledge hop and then underwater ledge grab by jumping in the opposite direction. Then ledge grab and then after you grab on this ledge, jump holding in the opposite direction, get up the ledge. For this, I would recommend killing the robot. I need to discuss an out-of-water bomb jump. So, to get up here, I would highly recommend doing this setup. You do not need an underwater bomb jump. You need to all you need to do is jump neutral state, mid-air morph, lay a bomb at the correct height, and then you'll get propelled. Like this. Like that. So what you can do is you lay a bomb around here, like just above the water level, or if you'd like, you can even go higher. You just need to make it. You just need to mid-air morph. Your bomb timing, after you lay a bomb, immediately fall down, and then you'll want to mid-air morph. You want to mid-air morph first hand. That's what I mean to explain. Lay the bomb and then mid-air morph a second time. Like that. Now that you're up, and I've kind of explained the trick, the out-of-water bomb jump, shoot the blob 4 times, then shoot the blob 4 times. Then the scary moment comes. You're about to skip gravity suits, so here's how to skip it. You get a front-facing skew or back-facing skew. Charge speed, store, shoot the blob, and then mid-air spark. Or if you feel really nervous. You're doing the setup, just press B to spark. Then do a flash. Then morph through the tunnel. Congratulations, you have skipped gravity skew and storm missiles combined. And now, start charging the speed. Do an up spark by pressing B and up. Kill him with screw attack. Then lose the skew state here because you do not need the skew state anymore. So now you're to the central unit. Go through the text. Move a couple steps. Use the Omega Cannon. Then charge the Omega Blaster. Then do a flash out of the room. Then charge the Omega Cannon here. We're doing the basic kill today, so there's nothing you need to worry about. After you do that, you slide through here, lay a bomb, then lay a bomb again. Flash once, destroy the beam blocks, lay a bomb, then charge this. Then, as soon as the enemy is right here and the bomb block reforms, charge, and then just aim at the head. Focus on aiming at the head. This kill is very popular within the community, and I highly recommend using it. Do not use the other one, which requires 2 shots of missing. Then, just focus on aiming your shots and do a 2-round. And then, charge the Omega Blaster to do it. Then, you, congratulations. So now that you did that, you do not need Bombing Haste skew anymore. We're not going to do any more wall clips. Congratulations, you have Wave Beam now. This is why I want 4 tanks for the bosses. So press A and then do 2 jumps. Spam that with beams. Then do 2 space jumps in a mid-morph. And then do some flashes here. Or you can grab the ledge like that. Then you do 3 jumps. Then 3 flashes here. Open the door, flash, and then spam beams. And then Then grab the ledge and then go through. You can kill him first if you're nervous about taking a hit, but that you don't need to worry about that. Then do 3 flashes here, double jump, and then kill the blob. And now we're leaving Frenia. So endgame's gonna be a bit complicated without storm missiles. I'll explain how to do the fights. I'll teach you how to do the fights with beams only. So if you have a turbo control like me, you can just use turbo for the bosses. But if you have no turbo, just manually mash them. Alright, first thing. You'll want to then do a speed charge, open the door, and then do a speed charge. Kill him with screw attack, double jump, and then as soon as you mantle, ball spark. Then you do 2 space jumps with breaking the screw attack block. Then you mid-morph, go through, and then as you're walking, fire an angle, and then do 2 flashes. Then skip the cutscene here. Do 2 more flashes, spam him, spinfall here, and then open the door. Alright, this is the hard part. So, you do this. Just shoot beams. Just shoot beams into him. Here's why we have 4 tanks. Just use the flash shift. When he's doing that, jump over him. And then when he's doing the spin attack, flash towards him. So that way he can completely miss. I'll kind of show the fight one more time. Shoot. Never mind. Never mind. Just rewind the video instead. Alright, that's Red Chozo. Actually, I can explain his attack patterns because Gold Chozo's attack patterns are the same as Red's. So when he's using a spear, flash, jump, and then flash. And then when he dives towards you, backflash or flash over him. That means jump and then B and then A. So we have power bombs now, way earlier than you're supposed to have. Notice the particle effects. That's not supposed to happen because that only aligns up with the gravity suit, and variant power are more pronounced. Now that you have power bombs, flash towards the hole, and then you will be automorphed. Then slide here, lay a power bomb. then space jump twice, and then as you're sliding, you actually want to lay the power bomb right here, because shooting that is more likely to get you power bombs, as I learned from Sat. Then do 2 space jumps here, a flash, grab the ledge, and then as you're being auto-morphed, do 2 space jumps here, and then you'll want to do a mid-air morph after that. If you have a power bomb, if you have 0, then don't do this. If you have 1 to 2, go lay the power bomb like this. So then the power bomb blocks will be gone. If for some reason you get scammed by the robots, you do this instead. You just mantle and then lay the bomb block. Then you get up, charge speed. That's kind of hard to explain. I don't want to show this for too long. So, kind of what you do when you're running after you enter the door, you shoot an angle down and then jump. It's kind of hard to explain. Like this. You angle down like this, then you jump, and then you morph off the ledge. You open the door and then morph off the ledge. I'll try to show the entire thing. Yeah, so again, lay the power bomb in the hole I'm shooting to if you got power bomb. We'll try to show the speed keep. So you'll kind of want to kind of morph here and then charge the shot. And then assuming you got I actually want to show the speed keep. I'll try to show it so that way you can optimize this in your runs. So, for example, if you have 0 power bombs here, you don't lay the power bomb. Rather, you lay the bomb block like this, and then spam these with beams. Right now, I'm using the turbo function. So, angle down like this, and as you're shooting the door, morph on this ledge, right? And then as soon as you charge speed, morph and lay a power bomb and up spark, like that, what I just did. Then do 2 flashes over him. Also, more fall here, as it's faster. So pull the grapple block up. So the game will auto-unmorph you on this tunnel. Do 2 space jumps, and then quick rise, and then do 3 flashes. Alright, Gold Chozo. First and foremost, if he jumps, you just flash under him. Like what I'm just doing right now. So what you do... So if he gives you the shield attack, you just spam beams. Also, if he does that attack, you jump towards him. Jump towards him again. Then wait to flash when he's doing the spit attack. I'll show this fight one more time. I meant to do the red one more time. Okay. Alright, so the boss fights. Flash over him if he's gonna jump. If he does his spear attack toward you, jump and then flash. Flash under him. Alright, if you manage to deal enough damage, you can skip the shield phase, apparently. That's why I recommend having E-tanks. Again, that's the gist of the fight. Just when he dives towards you, jump and then flash. If he jumps then flash under him, you can also backflash. Also, that particle effect that you just saw only lines up with the gravity suit. Then two flashes here. Then go to Itarash. Because then you want to like, alright. How do I explain Ravenbeak here? So, Ravenbeak's going to be a bit difficult. Do not spam missiles into him because missiles will do virtually nothing. What you want to do is you want... Alright. I'll go to Ravenbeak once the time comes. So, the recommended item here is 2 power bombs, 50 missiles, and 4 energy tanks. Because I feel like you're picking up enough E-tanks while still having a lot of buffer room for at least more than one hit. You have 4 energy tanks on the HUD. You have 4 energy tanks. The tanks are close enough in that it's that you have a lot of safety and it's close enough to pick up that I feel that's worth it. So go into the room sliding and then lay the power bomb like right there. That did not work. My fault. You actually want to lay the power bomb on the door or even in the door frame. So to Isharash, right? To Isharash, right? So Morphball here if you choose. I'll kind of explain the movement in this room. So jump, do a flash, do 2 jumps, flash 3 times, wait for Aeon to recharge, and then flash 3 more times. Then Morphball here. Then lay the power bomb by the door frame. And then 3 of the power bomb blocks will be destroyed. Now time for Ravenbeak. So, Ravenbeak will be a bit complicated. I'll explain what to do. And some of the strats you can do for. I highly recommend going for 9+1. No matter the mash speed. So when he does this attack, or he does that karate, or he does the kind of the shield around him, or if he does the black hole, blast it with beams. I do not recommend tanking the hit unless you're really confident. So to do 9+1, I'm explaining this terribly. So first and foremost, you want to damage him, but when he's kind of pinkish, and you want to wait for a counter. Because here's the thing about Ravenbeak. Unless you can mash at 15 Hz, which is highly not advised. Let me think here. You want to do 9+1. So damage his shield. So when he does the karate attack, jump and then flash over him. Start spamming beams. And when he's doing that, just get under him. That is the kind of the color you want. Right? That is the color right there. So get back and destroy the black holes. And then wait for a counter, and then spam beams no matter the mash speed. And here's the thing. The reason we do 2 counters is because we're trying to skip something called the gold phase. Because if we do 1 counter, he'll go into his gold phase, which makes him invincible. It's a big waste of time. Because then you have to randomly wait for a counter there. It's just faster to do here if your mashing speed is under 15 Hz. And then spam beams like this. And then crouch. Then parry at the right time, then spam beams. The reason we're doing this variation is because we do not have storm missiles. Now I'll explain one walk. I will explain how to do the gold phase with just raw mashing. If you can get 10 hertz, 8 hertz, good. You can do 9+1 with it. It will be enough damage. Here's what you go for. You damage him like this. You still destroy the black hole like this. You spam beams and keep on spamming beams. This is the hard part. If you can do that, you save like 20 seconds. That is highly not advised. I use 20 Hz turbo just to demonstrate. I'll demonstrate it one more time with raw mashing. It is not recommended that you go for it. And I really think you should just stick with 9+1. Because here's the thing. If you do not use a turbo, you have to mash for 2 minutes straight because we simply do not have missile upgrades in this category. And that's the gist of it. And wave beams are only weapon against Ravenbeak. And here's the thing about Ravenbeak. Wave only does 48 damage, which is significantly low. That's how hard it is. That's what we want to avoid. This is the gold phase, by the way. We want to avoid this. And then you have to wait for a counter. The black holes are annoying, too. To just jump over Ravenbeak until he gives you a counter like that. That's why... Here's one strat you can go for. If you have a good form, if you can mash at 12 Hz, and you have a good form to weave missiles, that is another way to do the gold phase. I'll see if I can do it. That's another thing you can do. You either mash at 15 Hz or mainly weave at 12, or you can mash at 12 Hz but weave, like this. This is called weaving. I don't really explain it because it's not really a time save in this category, because although it is helpful on Ravenbeak gold phase, that is how you do the weave version. That's how you do the 12 Hz weave version. Where if you can mash at 12 Hz, you weave missiles by mashing Y and then having R. I recommend a good form for this. I recommend having Y and R close together wherever you choose to remap R. That's the recommended setup. You either 12 Hz weave, like I just showed, or you manually mash at 15 Hz. That's all I'm going to show for Ravenbeak Phase 1. Reason we do 9+... I recommend doing 9+1. Again, that's what you do for Ravenbeak. Then you want to aim at Ravenbeak. Just dodge his attacks. Stand in the corner so he will not give you the stomp attack. When he gives you the Gatling, dash melee and press aim. And then you'll get in a pose where he miss all his shots. Then just spam beams at him and do the same thing I do here. Just spam beams at him, slide under him when he does that attack. You can also move over so you can avoid damage like I do. Just spam beams into him for like 2 minutes. This is where I could really recommend a turbo controller. If you want to mash, great. If you want to use turbo for this fight, please do. Please save your hands. And now that we have Ravenbeak Phase 2 down, I'll teach you how to deal with Ravenbeak Phase 3. You just spam into beams like normal, jump over that, and then just jump over the cannon attack. What is this RNG? So just flash and jump over him. If he gives you a stun, charge a power bomb, and then just continuously spam beams into him. and then run towards him. Then flash and jump when he does the karate attack. Then do not take the melee because you'll get a significant DPS increase. Then just avoid the black holes. Then when he's giving you that cannon attack, space jump over him. Like what I'm doing. Just copy. Then when he does the shine spark, which you'll want to anticipate for, you'll want to jump and then flash and then he'll ignore it because otherwise you'll take a big amount of damage. He's an unarmed rookie. Alright, that's Ravenbeak. I'll show the fight one more time. I'll show the fights optimally. So, again, to review 9+1, you want to damage him till he's like pinkish and then wait for a counter and then take the counter so that way then just spam beams. And then shoot him to trigger the red wave attack after that. Or, if you can 12 Hertz weave, great. That's what you not do. I'll just show the fight as someone who can't do the thing. I feel like I've gotten to show all variations of Raven Goldface. I'll just finish the tutorial afterwards. So anyway, what you do for this fight... Yeah, so just spam beams into the black hole. You can take the hit, but it takes like an E-tank. Do that. For Ravenbean. And then after the first counter, just spam beams again. Just reviewing 9+1. And then again, dash melee back if he's going to give you another Gatling to the wall. Always dash melee by pressing X and then L to free aim to get into pose. And then when he's diving towards you, you just slide under him. And then you just keep spamming beams. Then you can do this. For the Gatling's position, just dodge the Gatlings like this. So that way you will avoid any damage. Otherwise, you have to kind of space jump like this over him. And when he's doing the cannon attack, flash or just walk away from him. This is what you have to do. Just... If he gives you a counter, do not take it. It will do reduced DPS. Then just jump over him. Lay a powerbomb to kill the sun. Yeah, then just keep spamming beams. Do not take the counter. Parry them and then cancel. Parry, cancel. And then destroy the black hole with wave beam. Then jump flash shift. That was not good. Then kill the sun again. Then just keep shooting beams. Spam beams. Ignore the counters, just keep spamming beams till he dies. Then press X to finish the cutscene. Congratulations, you have defeated Ravenbeak. Now that you've killed Ravenbeak, I'll teach you escape now. Then charge Hyper Beam count to 5 and then charge Hyper Beam. That is how you kill RBX. Count to 5 and charge Hyper Beam and kill him like that. And then I'll teach you movement for escape. It's pretty straightforward, but then skip the cutscene like this. Start charging a speed. Actually, I want to show that again. You actually want to run a bit. Anticipate this. You run for 2 seconds. You run for 2 seconds. Start space jumping. You're put like here. Then start space jumping. What? Okay, this is not good. Start space jumping for 2 seconds, and then you'll be up here. Actually, I want to show how. And because you have the Hyper Beam, just use that to break blocks. So walk for a bit. Then space jump like this. Then charge the beam. Hold Y and slide. Then walk and then keep jumping. Jump here. Just hold the Hyper Beam. Then do 2 jumps. Two jumps again. 2 jumps again. 2 jumps again. Start charging speed. Do 2 jumps and then mid-air morph and then ball hop through the door. And then mid-air morph here. Start charging a power bomb as soon as you get into the tunnel. And then aim down to destroy the bomb blocks. Jump and then destroy the power bomb block, spin fall. Just destroy the bomb block with Hyper Beam, spin fall, and then dash melee here. Use the Hyper Beam, spin fall, spin fall, spin fall. Use the Hyper Beam, spin fall. Destroy these blocks with the Hyper Beam. Fall down, spin fall. Then do 2 jumps. Dash as soon as you get to here. Dash melee here. 2 jumps. Then a dash melee here. Then destroy these blocks with the Hyper Beam. Start charging a speed. Then do 2 double jumps, because if you spark normally, you will take the cutscene. Ball sparking is also significantly slower. Mid-air morph here. Slide. Destroy the Hyper Beam door. Alright, you want to then do 2 jumps, wall kick off of here, and then do 2 space jumps. Then store here, and then space jump again. Space jump once. Alright, I'll explain the motions. You'll want to wall kick off of here, then do 2 jumps, and then store here, space jump here, then walk, and then do 2 space jumps, and then once you land on the ground, 2 more space jumps, then spark. And congratulations, you have beat the game. GG's. That's all I had from any percent unrestricted tutorial. I hope you find this super helpful. Let me know if there's anything I need to re-explain. And I want to bring up one thing. For red and gold Chozos, just spam beams in addition to what I've already discussed. Also, if you want to mash, there's a lot of techniques. If you are to go for single gold Ravenbeak, you have to mash at 15 Hz. I highly recommend doing 9+1 because 1, it's significantly easier. 2, it's less straining, first and foremost. That's kind of all I really had to explain. I kind of gone over the basics in addition. So, what a turbo controller is, I should explain it. There are many. I highly recommend one such as the Nixie Chaos. And I recommend recommend using a turbo control. If you want to mash, just mash beams to Ravenbeak and repeat the technique over and over and just spam beams into Ravenbeak. It's slow but effective. GG's. I hope you find this tutorial helpful. So, now that I finished Unrestricted, happy running. I hope everyone can run this category, and happy running, everyone. And take care.